Got a major project at the renovation house today. Wife says this wall has got to go, and guess what? Of course, it's load bearing. So here we go.
So our project today involves the removing of a load-bearing wall. The first thing we need to do is strip all of the drywall off on both sides and take a look at what may be hiding inside.
All right, so as we were doing some demolition, I always find interesting things like this, and I want to talk about them. So in the load-bearing wall that we're taking out, of course, obviously we're putting a new header all the way across, but this is the doorway into this room. This is a load-bearing header, and if you look here, this is two different boards. This is a seam for two different boards, and weight is obviously above it. The main floor, I'm down in the basement, the main floor is up above. So a great deal of weight is sitting on this header and is not being carried very well. This will fail if very much weight was put above it. Actually, in the 30 years this house has been here, I'm surprised this hasn't already failed. But obviously we're going to put it in with a good two-code header here shortly. But it always amazes me when we open up walls and stuff and see how people cheat throughout the years. I don't know if a remodeler did this or if it's part of the original construction actually, but this was a bad idea. This should never have passed any type of an inspection whatsoever. Okay, let me pause here for a real quick update on our wall removal project. What you can see behind me is a new temporary wall that has been put in under the floor joists above, and they're all very tight. You don't want anything loose here because you want it to carry that load as we start to take the old wall out from underneath it. So one of the things I need to tell you as a tip is you need to get your header in here first before you put all that up, or you might not be able to get your header in after the fact. So again, we've opened the ceiling up so we get direct bearing on the floor above, and we've already removed the electrical components that were in this wall, and we're set now ready to start the demo of the old wall. Again, don't try this at home unless you fully understand the anatomy of a house, because you can get yourself in trouble really quick and probably get yourself hurt or worse. So here we go. We're going to take the old wall out and let the new wall carry the load while we put the header in. All right, there's some construction debris in the way here because we got other projects going on, but the wall is now out and it's now being held up by the new header. As you can tell, there's a whole bunch more space down here, and this is all going to be living room space. Plenty of room for a pool table, theater room, anything that you want to do along those lines, and I think it went out really well. Now, the thing that I want to point out is this bedroom, or this space that was back here in the back, used to be a bedroom, but it was a non-conforming bedroom. So when you go to get the house appraised, the appraiser can't call it a bedroom. So we really didn't lose anything by taking that out. We probably actually increased the value of this house because there's this much better usable space, way better use of the space actually. So I want to talk a little bit about the header itself as we come in this other room here, and you're going to see there's still quite a bit of construction going on, but the header is now in place. This is the side that we worked on previously. This is a 2x12 that is sandwiched, two 2x12s, sandwiched with 7/16 OSB in the middle. Makes for a very strong header. We got to the minimum door height here for our rough-in opening, so it all works out really good. We've been measuring this from time to time over the last couple of days just to make sure there's no sagging taking place, so that the engineering was right. It's holding. Everything about this is doing really good. We've got some other things that we need to do here. We're going to put some can lights in. We've got some lighting and different things that we're going to change in here. So the drywall has to still be fixed. And of course, this room that's got the paneling, we're going to take the paneling off and do drywall in here. We're going to put some backing in for TVs in a couple places, put the electrical in for some TV, wall mount TVs in a couple places, and really modernize this 1985 home. So this project worked out really, really good. There are lots of projects like this on my web page, which is maintenanceminute.net. That's maintenanceminute.net. Also, you can follow the YouTube channel that you're on right now. So all these links are going to be in the description. There's going to be a link for the video about settling cracks. If you remember, when we took out the old wall, there was a split header in there that wasn't right, and that would have caused settling cracks. So if your home has settling cracks, I have several videos on how to repair those professionally, and you'll like that quite a bit. So like I said, there's a lot of information, a lot of good blogs, a lot of good videos on maintenanceminute.net. So let's go find another project to work on, and thanks for watching this.
While you're working on the walls, before you paint your walls, it's a good time to fix things like this. Settling cracks appear in almost every house. Sometimes it means there's some issue there that you need to deal with. Other times it's just a crack that appears because this door's been slammed multiple times, and it's just a place where the stress is relieved. Go watch one of my videos about how to fix those settling cracks. Do it before you repaint the room. You'll love how it makes the room look. Hey everybody, I'm Jim V. Brock with Maintenance Minute, and I'm standing in the middle of a project house that we've been working on for a little while. One of the things about social media and YouTube and places like that is there's all kinds of people on there telling you that you can get rich owning real estate. And there's no doubt about it, owning real estate can be very, very profitable. But the realities of it is hot, dirty, nasty work. Next thing you know, you're undoing some nasty old toilet, or you're trying to clean up after you pulled the insulation down out of a house like we did on this one. Just remember, there is riches in real estate, but you're going to have to work for it, and it's hard, hot, dirty work. I'm Jim V. Brock. Please go to maintenanceminute.net for more information.
Are you interested in woodworking or home repair? If so, please look at maintenanceminute.net. Hi, I'm Jim V. Brock, and I'm the host of Maintenance Minute. From my website, you can watch videos on how to build a variety of arts and crafts projects, full-on woodworking builds, and home repair and remodeling tips, too. We recently added an archive section where you can see over 40 years of projects that I have built. Please take a moment and visit maintenanceminute.net.